Hello fellow humans and welcome to the balance changes of 9.1, and thank you to Reels for pointing them out on my Discord server. If you haven't joined my Discord server yet, it's an amazing place. Get on there. Link in the description. And as always, don't forget like and subscribe. Let's go right into it. Now, the Option 40 is going to get more mobility at the price of a bit less armor, which is lovely. I think this tank really needs to change. 120 more horsepower, 5 kilometers an hour top speed. It does really need that. And that is, I think, a good change. T6 is also going to get slightly more mobile, and it's going to pay for it with accuracy. So I think that is also a relatively good change. Now then, we have the FV4202, which is going to increase in front hull armor, and the turret armor is going to get increased as well, which is very nice. It's going to get a little bit more armor. That is very cool. And it's going to get worse dispersion, though, which is not great, but still. Then we have a lot of heavies here, with the IS-4 being completely irrelevant at this moment, kind of, with its abysmal DPM and that. It is going to get better armor, better sides, better driver's hatch, which is a problem. Obviously, this piece here, which can be penned pretty easily. It's not going to make that big of a difference, but it's nice to have. But it is going to lose a bit of mobility for it, 50 horsepower, and it's going to get a bit more HP for that as well. Now, the Leopard 1, it's going to get AP instead of APCR. And then they're going to give it gunpowder. So essentially they're taking away shell velocity, and then they're adding shell velocity back. So the Wargaming Balance Department is really trying their hardest to earn their paychecks.
Money!
With also reducing the hit points by 50, which is completely and utterly pointless on a vehicle like this. So, congrats, I guess. And it's also going to get reticle calibration on the most accurate gun in Tier 10, essentially. That's cool. So, anyway, the 215B is going to get made a bit more relevant, which is very nice. You know, this vehicle is nowhere right now with... It still has 3k DPM, but it's just bad. And it is going to get 1 second better reload, which is absolutely lovely. You know, going to bump that up to, I think, 3.5 or something like that. And it's also going to get 50 millimeters more HE penetration, which it already has quite a bit of it, 120. So, yeah, that's going to be very lovely. 170 HE pen. That is going to be absolutely amazing, and it is going to make this tank relevant again. Just like the other atrocity that has been committed about a year ago by the Wargaming Balance Department, that's the E5, which is going to be restored to its old stats of, I think, 2,800 DPM. And that is going to be absolutely lovely, and also get its traverse speed back, which is great to see. Now, the M4 Mle is going to get a completely pointless change. It's going to get 50 less horsepower, and it is going to get tungsten shells, which, earn that paycheck, Wargaming. Earn that paycheck, Wargaming Balance Department. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. T-57 Heavy is going to get nerfed, pretty much. Again, 50 less horsepower for... Why are you doing that? For what? And it's going to get the faster reload, but it's going to get slower in terms of traverse. It's going to get less armor, and it is also going to get worse dispersion. However, it is going to get another pointless gimmick consumables and provisions. I am not a fan of the gimmick consumables and provisions at all. I wish they would just completely remove them, and I will continue to use cola, improved fuel, and then the small food, because that boosts everything. I will continue to do that. Most likely, but yeah, I guess the 57 Heavy is going to get slightly nerfed, just like the 50B, but we'll talk about that in a second. T22, it is in the shop right now, the T22 Medium. It is going to get slightly nerfed in gun handling and traverse speed, so if you need another reason to not buy this vehicle, there you have it. The Badger is apparently going to be renamed to Goodger.
Get some help.
And given 3,800 DPM, which it kind of... I mean, 400 DPM increase. I don't know how much it will do. The main problem of this vehicle is its absolutely horrid mobility, but it might make it somewhat more relevant. And also, it is going to get more frontal armor, which is kind of a bit pointless because no one can pen the front anyway. But sure, I guess. And then, a very good change as well. So they're doing some very good love to the E5 and also the T95E6, which is essentially useless at the moment. But it is supposedly getting a very big DPM increase, which I really like for a vehicle like this. You know, it's going to get the medium hunter, essentially, at that point, with its strong mobility. Suck on that, Type 71. A strong E70, a strong E5, and this thing with 3,500 DPM, allegedly. What are you going to do, Type? You're going to be back wrong. Yeah, don't call that damn thing OP. Then, M40 Patton and the M60 are going to get 2 kilometers now more top speed for some reason, I guess, to make it 50, I guess, because someone has some weird OCD and couldn't stand it having 48, I guess. And the 113 is apparently getting 380mm of front armor, which is very nice. It's already a relatively solid and very underrated vehicle, so that change would be absolutely lovely. 3000 DPM. It turns like a boat, though, and it only has 6 degrees of gun depression. So this thing having excellent front armor, that would be absolutely amazing. Given that now it only has 125, it would go up to about 380, which is quite a lot, because you can't pin that. Very nice. Kronwong is going to get Church Reverse back, and it's going to be inversed in terms of the shell loading time. So shell 1 is now going to load the fastest, and then shell 3 is going to load the slowest. So cool. But the exact values aren't known. The E3 is getting more alpha damage for no point. Again, earn that paycheck, Wargaming. Earn that paycheck. Yeah, there's no need to buff this thing to 680. I don't know if they'll increase the DPM with it or not. I hope they don't. It's already a relatively solid tank, but I guess the E4 needs a buff. The E3's fine. What are you doing? And now, on to the 183, and who made this? I want a personal apology, whoever the fuck did this. 183 is going to get a buff. Why? The 183 needs a nerf, and they have to take away the tracks and take away the gun. So yeah, anyway. Now the Igloo is getting a bit better armor, which is, meh, that's fine. I guess it's kind of nowhere at the moment, so probably increasing the cheek armor is going to help it, which is very nice. E5, obviously, already going back to its old stats. Bueno. That is very bueno. I approve of that, so whoever that Wargaming employee is, I hope they're 2 different ones, because otherwise I have to kick the guy in the balls and then kiss him, or her, that did the E5 and the 183. So I hope those are 2 different people, because one of them is clearly smarter than the other one. So now E5's gotten back to his old one. The grill nerfed a bit to the AP pen. The top speed is apparently nerfed, so that's not great, but it'll be fine. The TVP is getting a decreased interclip, which is very nice, and also decreased interclip dispersion, which that needs, otherwise you won't be accurate in the clip. That's good. That's a very nice change to this vehicle. It's kind of nowhere at the moment as well, so that is a good change there. The 50B is going to be made completely useless for what it is supposed to be. It's going to get 4 shells, which completely ruins its mobile playstyle, essentially, because now you have to reload for essentially, I think, 25 seconds at that point, which is just too long. 18 seconds, it's fine. 25 is just makes it bad. Remains to be seen how it goes, but I do think that the MX-50B change is absolutely garbage. And apparently the 121B is also getting major buffs, but the person that has leaked them doesn't know, I guess. So that's it. That's the balance changes. What do you think about them? Put them in the comments. Anyway, well, that's it. Hope you have a lovely day and whatever you're about to do. Except that Wargaming employee that's buffing the 183. You can go for all the other changes. I mean, a lot of them are very unnecessary. Some of them are horrible, like that change to the 50B. A lot of them are great, like the change to the E5 or the 215B. So overall, it remains to be seen what is going to happen. And as always, stay safe. I don't do that outro for videos. Bye.